Hello there and welcome to Evening Star Tarot. This is Mandy. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading that will be focusing on what does Spirit need to tell me right now. What does Spirit urgently need to tell me right now? So what you're going to do is you're going to pick one of these decks, 1, 2, or 3, and you're going to pause the video, you're going to meditate, you're going to reflect and see which one resonates with you, and then you're going to go ahead and go to the timestamp that's listed below to the corresponding deck. Remember to take what resonates and to leave what does not. This is for entertainment purposes, and it is meant to help you in any which way that it can. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can always go to another video, another YouTube video in which you will find the answers that you seek when it comes to this particular question. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump right into it. All right, deck number 1. Okay, deck number 1. So I already, pre-shuffled a little bit. These cards are not hand-picked. They fly out on their own, just so you know. So what does Spirit really want you to know right now? Spirit wants you to know that it's time for you to get out of your bubble. Spirit is saying, get out of your bubble and start connecting with people. Start expanding. Stop holding yourself to yourself. I feel like it's time for you, and it's very interesting how there's both the Emperor and the Empress here. You need to be the Emperor and the Empress of your life right now, meaning you need to set better boundaries for yourself, of course, but it's time for you to start building up on those foundations for yourself so that you can then go ahead and build for your future. And by doing so, what's going to be required of you is you need to start setting some crystal clear intentions. Start setting out goals for yourself. Also to start reaching out to those that and that will support you. Start relying on mentors and start relying on individuals who have been there, done that. Start listening to yourself. There's sometimes you start to hear those types of voices or those random thoughts that happen when you're in the most clearest of a mind or clearest of a state, and you have this loving push to go ahead and do something, that moment of clarity, that moment of excitement, Spirit saying is to listen to that, listen to that, and to listen to those that love you, who are giving you loving guidance and information. There's also the healthy lifestyle here that's talking about eat a healthy diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimum health. It's just saying, it's time for you to also, so you can attract your soul family, attract more people into your life, more experiences into your life. It's time for you to start taking care of yourself, and that includes not just, going to your 9 to 5, it's requiring of you to go ahead and start creating, healthy meals for yourself. Start figuring out, what fulfills you on the daily, what can you do to expand yourself? What can you do energetically to get you to that state of openness so that you can then go ahead and receive that loving information and those types of experiences and individuals into your life. What are you doing to invite that in, So you have to start laying the foundation of your life, okay? You have to start doing that. This here is saying that there's it's like conflict with others. Spirit is saying, I know that there's been conflict with others, but within that conflict, please make sure that you are taking away from that the important things, you know. Don't be taking away just the bad things, you know. During the times of conflict is when you need to rely on others the most, you know. Not only just listening to, not only just, you know, thinking of the good, you know, of a bad situation, which you should, you know, a horrible or very conflicting situations, you should always think of what you can learn from it. But also, it gives you the chance to also rely on those that, you know, love you, to go ahead and plant those seeds for you so that you can go ahead and become much more better than you are or were before. So Spirit is saying to rely on those that you love, to work on expanding yourself in whatever capacity that is, but especially through eating healthier, getting regular sleep, and exercising, to put yourself into a better state of mind so you can attract the experiences, attract the individuals, so you can then, and by doing that, you're planting the seeds for you to potentially have a happy life or a happy family, a happy future, you know. So that's what I'm seeing here from Spirit. Spirit's basically just saying, hey, we love you and we want you to be surrounded by love, and we want you to see it. So they're already around you. They're already loving you and showing you support from behind the scenes. But now it's time for you to begin to show yourself that you're deserving of that type of support and love in this life. Love for yourself and love from others. That is what Spirit wants me to let you know. And I hope this was a very effective and helpful reading for you. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see you on the next video. Bye. All right, deck number 2. So 2 cards, of course, fell out for you here. We have Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, and we have this protection card. So Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, is just basically stating here that we all have a divine plan. We all have a role to play in this life, you know, and that divine role is not always cut in stone. You know, of course, there are, maybe some people say there's predestined plans, but everything changes. And how you wish to, you know, live out this life is totally up to you, right? Then we have here protection. Protection is saying that there is basically some energetic cords that need to be cut. I have a feeling there was a situation that you had to walk away that was pretty toxic. You felt pretty bound to them. So this is telling me that you're still energetically connected to this individual, and that it's time for you to let that resurface. Figure out the truth of what troubles you every now and then. And, you know, to go ahead and clear that energy. Allow that energy to resurface. I feel like there's during this time, there's going to be some, you know, if not already, some energy that's going to be surfacing or bubbling up to the surface. Perhaps old unresolved scars, perhaps some, you know, situation you walked away from is still bothering you. And, you know, there's some time for deep reflection that needs to happen. And you need to really clear out your space, clear out the clutter that is in your energy. And you do that by meditating, by literally clearing out your space, you know, by cleaning out the bad that you're still holding on to and letting that go, so that you can make room for this divine plan that is in place, that you know, you're ultimately meant to create and that your spirit longs for. So this is what Spirit is telling me, is it's time to disconnect and to really dig deep and figure out, you know, what is holding me back from being the best version of myself. And so then once you go ahead and you work on that, you have to remember, you have to have patience with yourself, because if this is what you want to have that in that man or that relationship that comes to you, or that perhaps it's an individual from your past that you want to, create a relationship with, but it couldn't work out at that point in time, and you want to be that person that has everything that they need, foundation wise, relationship wise, just secure. You want all of that. You have to do the work. You have to be patient with yourself. You says your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So you yourself have to be this Queen of Wands here. You got to be able to know what needs to be done in order to become the best version of myself. And that's by doing the work. In order to create this, or to have this divine plan set in place, you really have to do the work. And by doing the work, then you'll be opening yourself up to possibilities. And you're also creating or giving out energy to the universe that the universe is going to give back to you tenfold. You're going to be rewarded. So you have to do the work. And also, when you're going through this, you're going to find a newfound passion within yourself. And within this process, because you're going to be learning about yourself all over again, right? So it's time for you to really go down this path of self-exploration, healing, because there you're going to find passion. You're going to find a newfound love for yourself, because you're going to be doing the work. You're going to be clearing out your space. You're going to be literally ritually. You can do like a clearing out of your space, writing down what you want, what's been heavy on you, and then burning it. You can do it under a full moon. You can write out everything that's just been weighing on you, that's been heavy. And then, even the name of the individual you want to let go. And you put that on a piece of paper, you wait till the next full moon, and then you let it go. And you burn it. And that's one ray of ritual. You see here underneath, it's not necessarily a full moon, it's more of like an eclipse, but nonetheless, it's under the moon. This is more of a full moon here. But still, they're like howling at the full moon. I don't know if you could see that here. They're like howling under the full moon, and the crab comes out to play. Yeah, this is beautiful cards. But anyways, yeah, so that's just really what Spirit wants you to know. It's pretty cut and dry. Work on yourself so that you can be prepared for your divine plan, so you can be prepared for your future. Clear out that space, cut those energetic cords, meditate, journal, burn that, piece of paper that has everything that you want to let go of. Do some exercise and jog, give yourself that space to really heal during this time so that you can make room for your divine plan. All right. Well, I hope you like this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, bye. All right, deck number 3. All right, deck number 3. So what I'm gathering from these cards here is that you may have been feeling like you need to figure out what is my path, my divine plan. I feel like you may have been possibly lost in the sauce. Maybe you have been, on the go, soaking up other people's energy. So you're either an empath, you're probably most likely a starseed from what I'm seeing here. You're also on a journey of figuring out how to really effectively help the world. I feel that strongly with that. And so Spirit is saying, here are some ways to help you figure out what your path, your divine plan is. So first you need to get grounded. And so we have this here. Get grounded. Get grounded in Mother Earth. Meditate. Go for walks. Sit in the park. Meditate in a park. Go to the beach where the ocean is. Meditate there. Something that will open up your senses to allow you to really connect to Mother Earth. And when you do that quite often, you'll be able to receive a lot of information, as said here by Archangel Raziel, that there's going to be spiritual information that will come to you in those moments. And you'll be receiving like information, some symbols, to understand some particular spiritual truths that you have been thinking about. The Queen of Cups is clarifying, equilibrium of emotion. So meditation. Hierophant, commitment is something else here, that's going to be touched on when it comes to meditation. It's really, I really feel strongly that you need to meditate a lot more and clear out your energy. And also, maybe burn some sage, do some ritualistic work that will help you to center yourself and to become at peace. So then we have here Imrama, which is saying, where are you being called to journey to? And that's when you'll start to begin to realize what you need to do. Now, where you're being called to journey to, I feel like you'll end up getting these hunches that maybe you should travel here. Maybe you should go do that. Maybe you should consider doing this. When you are starting to ground yourself and meditate yourself, then you'll begin to start to really figure out, what your next step is going to be. So that's going to provide you with some groundwork to go forward on. And then you'll also be thinking about what lights you up. That's another pivotal question as a star seed, what is it that you as a star seed want to help contribute to the world? What will bring you the most joy? I think it's just really about reflecting on who you are and where you have been and what has brought you joy so thus far. What can bring such passion for you? And it's clear, it's also the King of Wands here. King of Wands is someone who's very passionate about whatever he puts, forth his energy towards. And he's looking at, everything, as you can see here. And he's just like, at the end of it, he's just certain. He's sure. He knows what he wants to do because he's following his passion. So it's just time for you to nurture your own inner child, it's time for you to really get into digging deep about, what fuels you and where can you see yourself, mostly helping the world. You see yourself creating a YouTube channel where information can be received by others. Do you see yourself possibly going on a meditation retreat, traveling to Dubai, traveling to India? Do you see yourself possibly visiting monks to expand your spirituality? I feel like this is a spiritual path that you really want to, expand and really dedicate yourself to. So Spirit is saying, all you got to do is just cater to that craft, meditate. And your prayers are going to be answered. Whatever it is, notice what your physical and emotional feelings are saying. If you feel you need to act on something, if you feel like you need to meditate, if you've been feeling that urge to do something, listen to that. That's going to be really strong, going forward when you are meditating. You're going to have strong feelings as towards what you need to do. So that's really what Spirit is saying. It's just, again, just go ahead, meditate. Again, meditate in nature. Do things that will bring you peace. And then in those moments, you will find the answers that you seek. Listen to those nudges as towards where you need to journey to next. Listen to those nudges as towards what will bring you joy. What will bring you joy when it comes to helping others? What's your strengths? You know, focus in on that and just nurture it like you would a baby. You know, you should nurture yourself. And so that's just what Spirit is telling me so far. And I hope that this reading has helped you in some way, and that I wish you well on your spiritual journey. And if you like this video and you want to see more content, please comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me how I did. And without further ado, I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.